You'll find it. Just get down there and get it. Some of them are floating at the top.
They're all floating at the top.
I see it.
Use your tongue to find out where it is. Oh, she got one. She got one. Put it on the plate with your hand.
Wipe your eyes off.
As soon as it's on the plate, next person goes.
Oh, you better go ahead and man. Oh, you're mad.
Go, go, go.
Can I trade somebody else? You don't want to play? You don't want to play. You don't want to play?
Go. You got to start from back there.
Hurry up, get to the plate.
Go, Jason. Go.
Jason, go.
Go, Jason. You're next.
You around us.
You can do it.
You can kind of see the red ones floating. You can see the green ones floating right there. You can see the outline of them.
Some wheels. Those plastic wheels. Cornstarch. Cornstarch.
They're floating at the top.
Julio! Julio!
Did you make it? Did you get one? Did you get one?
No. No, you need to wait.
I think you gave
How many total are in there?
5 of each.
First team to 5 wins. First team to 5 wins.
I think so.
Hey, if you're not playing, you need to step back. That ain't right.
You can't pick it up with your hands? The red one is right there.
Because she'd rather push people in than actually do it herself.
Once she gets that, that's it. They get that last one, it's over.
Good job.
You're gonna come back. Wait, you can't run till it gets back.
Hey, go over to the water hose, bud. Trevon, go to the water hose.
Oh, that might have been. Well, hers didn't hit the plate. Don't pass that line. I'm watching it.
No, wait, look, it hit the ground first though.
I know, he's right here.
You got one?
Yeah, I caught one.
Well, why didn't you say something? I didn't know it was anybody in the house.
When you catch one, you need to let your team know. I caught one, come in.
Hit Dana, she's always the last one.
I'm still in.
How you back in?
Right here.
I gotta watch out.
No, it's not. No, it didn't hit me.
If it ricochets off the ground,
It counted to hit your shoe. Yeah, it hit the ground.
Yeah, Just people like that. One person with the ball hides in the back. Because somebody got it.
Yeah, please. Please.
I got you, Ace, big. somebody help me. Man, I'm still trying to help somebody else.
Oh, got it!
I'm in.
You ready? I was next. I was first. Come on, Dana.
Dead man walking, everybody. Let's go. Get it moving. Make way.
Man, I hate life.
Man, you pathetic, man.
Man, my wife left me. I lost my kids. I lost my job. I even lost my dog.
You're such a loser, man. Oh my God.
Man, you died.
You know what? I got something I can fix now.
You got anything to give me life? Maybe, oh yeah, what's this?
Some beer, man.
Yeah, that sounds good. Wait a second. I don't feel so good.
Yeah. How you feel now?
Man, I feel even more dead than that ever. Oh, wow, what's that? Will this make me feel alive? All right. Oh, I feel better. Fix your hair off. I feel more dead than ever. What else is there? Wait. Is this the society? Yeah, society can help me out. Hey, can you help me out here? I'm dead inside. I need some light. All right, give me something for me.
They can't help you.
Sure they can. They'll give me something right now. All right, society.
We'll see.
Ah! Oh, not the mace. Ah!
See what I said? Dead man walking.
What else is there? I said, what else is there? Religion. Surely religion can help me.
Nope. Not at all.
But can you help a dead man?
Real. They really mean it.
Can you help me?
Let's see.
You got anything else for me in that bag of tricks?
Society didn't help you, or religion. Man, this is your last resort.
What's that? You know what?
This is the
Man,
only
you're right,
way.
man. Look at me, I'm a loser. Full of hatred, depression, anger, and I hate life. Well, I guess this is it.
That's right.
It's the only thing left for me. I got a tree.
Man, oh man, it's a Christian.
Wait a
I
second.
love God, man. God is so wonderful, man.
Wait a
God
second, what's
is, I
this?
love this, man. God
Man, don't
is
listen to her,
life.
man.
God, oh,
Can't you see I'm a dead man walking?
whoa, man.
I'm full of anger and hate. Society's giving up on me. Religion don't want me. There's nothing left for me except for this.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, man. You don't have to. God can help you.
How?
Blah, 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 blah.
All you need to do.
How do I do that?
All you need to do is praise Him. That's all you need to ask Him. That's it. Ask Him.
Really?
That's,
Come on, man. Don't take it off. Don't take it off.
I'm
No.
serious. Believe me. Believe me.
Ah, lost another one.
All right, let's do it.
That's cool though. I get one of y'all, man. One of y'all probably messed up. I'll get y'all.
Wow, what happened?
You just asked Jesus Christ in your life.
What's this?
Forgiven. You just got forgiven.
Forgiven? Wow. Hey, you know what? Now, I got a lot of family and friends. They're walking dead too. You think Jesus can help them too?
Yeah, of course, man. Jesus can help anybody.
Really? Well, let's go get them. All
right,
right, hallelujah!
Years ago, I was born again. I gave my life to Christ. I lived in a lifestyle that was dangerous and very scary, and I got a disease. Does everybody know what HIV is here? Okay, that's what I got. And man says there's no cure for HIV. Okay, there's no cure, there's no medication, you can't get rid of it at all. Once you get it, you have it for life. Well, this story is about me and a friend. 5 years ago, I gave my life to Christ, and he decided to stay in the light. I decided I need to go get tested because I wasn't feeling very well, and my friend said, you know what, let's go get tested and see what's going on. So I go and get tested. My friend walking without God goes and gets tested. Same news. He calls me up, devastated, crying, lost, couldn't even speak to me. He was just totally lost, and couldn't, nothing would come out. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? He's like, I'm dying. They told me I'm going to die. I have HIV. And I'm like, well, do you believe in God? He's like, yeah. I said, well, did you go and pray before you went? No. So a couple of days later, it's my turn to go. Believing in God, I prayed, and I said, Lord, I can't handle this. I'm scared, because if I have HIV, I'm going to die, because man says there's no cure for this. Well, I go that day, and I sit there and scared, shaking, like, what is this going to turn out to be? And I remember going to church, and my pastor saying, if you believe in God and you pray to God, He will be there for you. So I sit down and the man goes, well, I'm sorry to tell you, you have HIV. You're positive. And I sit there, not scared, no fear came into me, just sat there calm. He says to me, hey, what's wrong? I said, I'm not afraid. I have no fear. Because God doesn't give you fear. Believing in God. So I walked around, believing, okay, I have this disease living inside my body. What can I do that I'm not a dead man walking? What can I do that'll change the outcome of my life? So I would pray every night, say, Lord, if you're the God that this church tells me you are, you can heal me. So every day I prayed, healing in my life, saying, God, I know you can do this. I know you can do this. And going to the doctors and then telling me, we're going to have to put you on medication for the rest of your life. You will have to take this medication every day until the day you die. And so they put me on medication. My friend, same thing, medication. He couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, always constantly believing he was dying, always believing that he wasn't going to make it. And me believing that, I'm not going to be a dead man walking. I'm going to make it through this. For months, getting tested every 6 months, positive HIV, positive HIV. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, God, what can I do? What is it that's not healing me? What's going on in my life? And God says to me, have you given your heart to me? Because once you give your total heart to me, I will heal you. Yeah. I said, God, how do I give my heart to you? I believe you. I trust you. And this is the story that God gave me, that showed me. Once you give your heart to Christ, all things are possible. So this is a story God gave to me. There's a 2-story house, and there's an owner of the house sitting there one day watching, just sitting relaxing, and he hears a knock on the door. And he opens the door, and he sees, and it's Jesus, and Jesus says, I need a place to stay. Can I stay here? And he says, oh, Lord, come into my home. Come in, you're more than welcome. You go upstairs, Lord, and you take the top floor, and you take the best room in my house. It's yours, God, it's yours. So he tells him, thank you, son. There's a knock on the door. The man answers the door. It's the devil. And he's fighting, trying to get in. The man, the whole night, fights him and fights him and fights him and fights him. He yells out, Jesus, come help me. Jesus, come help me. Nothing. Finally, the devil leaves and the man shuts the door. As soon as that happens, Jesus comes walking downstairs. And the man says, Lord, I called for you all night. You're my Savior. Why didn't you come help me? And Jesus says, son, I didn't hear anything. You put me up in the top floor in the furthest room. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't hear nothing. So the man says, okay, Lord, you know, Lord, you can have the top floor of my house. The whole top floor. Jesus tells the man, thank you so much. Jesus goes to bed. Later on that night, there's a knock. The man answers the door. It's the devil again. The whole night they're fighting, and they're fighting. He calls out, Jesus, Jesus, where are you? No answer. Finally, the devil leaves. Jesus comes downstairs and says, the man says to Jesus, Jesus, the whole time I cried for you and there was no answer. What was that, Lord? I gave you the whole top floor. You had everything up there. Jesus says, son, I couldn't hear it. This is a big house. I was up there. I didn't hear anything. So the man sits there and he thinks for a while and says, okay, Lord, you have the top floor and the bottom floor. Matter of fact, Lord, here's the keys to my home. Later on that night, there's a knock on the door. What do you think happens? Jesus opens that door. The devil sees him and he flees, takes off. And the man goes to Jesus, Jesus, why? Out of all those nights, this finally happens. He flees. And Jesus says, once you gave me the keys to your house, I became owner of this house. Good. And when you're the owner of someone's house, I will answer the door. Just like if you go spend the night at someone's house and there's a knock on the door. The owner doesn't expect you to answer. The owner's going to answer the door. Same thing with Jesus. Once you give him ownership of your heart, anything that comes your way, he is there to answer. Same thing with disease. If you have a disease living inside of you and you give that to God, you give him total control over that disease, nothing is impossible without God. My friend, to this day, still living with HIV. I'm going to tell you something. Me, he's a dead man walking. Me, no longer. 4 years later, I get a call from my doctor saying, we need to see you right away. I'm terrified now. They're going to tell me I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. I have no future, no children, no life. What's going to happen? What's my family going to feel? I walk in, there's 7 doctors and nurses sitting there, and this is like terrifying to me. And the doctor says, well, we're going to have to retest you. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, we can't find HIV in your system at all. See, that's the God we serve. That's the God we serve. And I go to my sister and say, are you sure? He goes, yes, you know what, we got to test you. They tested me 5 times. That was almost 5 years ago. 5 years later, I'm still alive, 100% medication free. I take no medication. My friend, who's living without God, who never gave God total control of his heart, is still walking with HIV living in his system. He's on medication. See, that's the difference between a man walking with God in his life and a man walking with death. Because you don't have to be a dead man walking. You can be alive, living for God, and he will cure anything. There's nothing impossible. So when man says, there's no way we can help you, you're dead, you are going to die, you never believe it. Because once you get into that disbelief, that gives the enemy the opportunity to work in your thinking. He places little things in your head saying, you're not going to make it. You're not going to do this. But you know what you do? You look at him, you look that in the face and you say, you know what? I serve a God that is bigger than that. I serve a God that's bigger than any disease, any drug, anything. He will do anything your heart desires. But you have to give him the keys to your heart. Hand them over. Say, you know what, Lord? The next time the enemy comes, it could be disease, it could be drugs, it could be gangs, it could be anything. Once you hand over the keys and say, God, here's the keys, God will take those keys, and every time there's a knock on the door, who do you want answering that door? You want the God that is the God of healing. Because once you have Him, you're no longer a dead man walking. You are a man full of life, full of strength, full of belief. And then one day, if you have anything in your life, you can stand up here and say, you know what? There's few of us that God has done this for. But you know what? I'm so grateful that I took that road of few, because now I am alive and I am walking. Thank you.